After the U.S. Supreme Court ruled last week that most of President Trump's tariffs were illegal, he then responded by moving forward with a 10% global tariff. The policy announced last week then took effect yesterday.
Yeah, during his State of the Union address, the president touted the tariffs and what he called a roaring economy. But some small business owners say that isn't the reality they're living.
NBC4's Amber Frias live right now from downtown L.A. with more for us. Amber.
Hey, Colleen, Michael. Well, there appears to be a huge gap between President Trump and some small business owner. This business owner we spoke with, he has a business in the Piñata district in downtown L.A., and he tells me that tariffs have made it really hard on him to keep his business afloat.
Our nation is back.
In his State of the Union address, Donald Trump painted an optimistic picture of the U.S. economy, calling it strong, resilient, and bolstered by tariffs he says are protecting American workers and industries.
There was no inflation, tremendous growth, and the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly.
But for some small business owners, that message rang hollow.
Si lo tuviera enfrente, le dijera yo, oiga, señor presidente, o sea.
If I had him in front of me, I would tell him, with all due respect, Mr. President, the economy is horrible. Lino Hernandez and his son Donovan run Carrusel Party Supply Store in downtown LA's Piñata district. They say tariffs have made it harder to stay afloat.
Lately, it's been more difficult to secure the product, especially at the prices that our customers are generally comfortable paying for, which has created a bunch of issues on our end.
The store relies heavily on imported decorations, candy, and party favors, items affected by Trump's sweeping tariffs, some of which have been struck down by the Supreme Court, and now newly imposed 10% global tariffs.
We're hoping our customers understand and adjust, because it's not us doing anything.
Industry leaders say the impact goes beyond this business.
On average, tariffs added up to an additional $1,700 in costs for the average household.
Dr. Noel Hasagaba says the Port of Long Beach began the year as the nation's busiest port, with January marking its second busiest month on record. But he cautions that surge may reflect companies rushing shipments ahead of tariffs.
Our strong cargo volumes do not suggest we are not being affected by tariffs. We're all feeling the effects, from Wall Street to Main Street, from the port to your pocketbook.
So as Washington debates trade policy and economic strength, small businesses like this one say they're still waiting for things to get better.
Ojalá que todo mejore, ¿no?
And the Trump administration has said that they are looking into increasing that 10% global tariff to 15%. Reporting live, Amber Frias, NBC4 News.
Amber, thank you.